This is the California Bigfoot in the Angeles National Forest, right above Los Angeles. Okay, let's continue on with what we were saying previously. I wasn't saying that my concern...
I was mistaken. I thought you had concern for the human population. Your concern lies strictly with Bigfoot.
Well, fill people in on what we were talking about.
Well, we were talking about the drought, the fact that, the migration of Bigfoot from down towards Mexico all the way up into the Great White North, Canada.
But what was my concern?
Well, your concern was that they're going to be coming in contact with Bigfoot and that you're afraid for Bigfoot's safety.
No, you thought I was concerned about the human
safety. I was
safety.
mistaken.
But I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what the mentality on that is. So you thought that I thought that Bigfoot was going to threaten their health?
That you thought that the human population coming in contact with Bigfoot could be dangerous for the human population. Although Bigfoot has not been shown to be aggressive, unless you're talking about Texas.
There are tales of Bigfoot attacking people, abducting people, and there are reports of people going missing, and sometimes people relate that to Bigfoot, and maybe Bigfoot has killed people.
That's maybe Bigfoot's a scapegoat.
But that wasn't my concern. My concern was people are literally freaking out. You've seen posted these videos on forums, on blogs, and the whole Bigfoot world knows about this now. And
that's becoming a large concern for those people?
Well, more and more people are seeing Bigfoot because Bigfoot's coming down from the hills, just like the cougar. What is the cougar doing? Why are we seeing more cougars now?
Well, they're definitely coming down. The drought is really fleshing out a lot of these animals.
And so Bigfoot's no different. Bigfoot would be happy to take the high ground, so to speak, and to stay in the mountains.
I would agree with you.
But what is the source of that? It's the snow melting, right? Is that not correct?
Well, yeah, there's not a lot of snowpack. We haven't had a really heavy winter, Southern California hasn't had much of anything at all. Northern California hasn't had much. We've had one good rainstorm, and that's been about it.
So when it rains on the lower elevation areas, it snows on the upper elevation areas?
Yes, that would be correct.
And then when it snows on the upper elevation areas, the snow lays on the ground and becomes packed. That's what they call the snowpack. Is that what?
Correct. And when that melts during spring and summer, that fills the reservoirs, and that's where we have our water.
When it's not raining in the lower elevation, that means it's not that's not snowing in the higher elevation.
You can be guaranteed of it.
Which means come spring, there will be no melting, and then there will be the reservoirs will have the rivers and like ponds, any place where water can gather.
Where water collects. And there is snow in the high Sierras, but there's a limited amount. So that means we're going to continue with this severe drought and wildfires.